In this video, I'm going to show you the 5 best foods for diverticulitis. This is the best diet treatment plan you are going to get for diverticulitis. I know how frustrated you are talking to GI doctors and these holistic doctors that are telling you to do all this, and you're so confused. Imagine what you could do with all this extra brain power. In this video, I'm going to show you the actual root cause of diverticulitis so that you can get rid of it for good. There will be no more confusion after you watch this video. It is incredibly simple when you actually understand what is going on. So let's go over these 5 foods. The first food that I recommend that somebody should eat, they should get the most nutrients into them as possible, and the most nutrient-dense food on the planet, this is the superfoods of superfoods, is liver. Now, that probably doesn't excite a lot of you, but liver pate on toast is actually very good. Chicken livers are actually very good, and I am a very picky eater. Liver, when it's prepared the correct way, can be very tasty. And the reason why we want to eat liver is because somebody with diverticulitis is burning through tons and tons and tons and tons of nutrients. Liver is the highest food in like vitamin A, vitamin B. I think there's a little bit of C in there. It's high in vitamin D. It's high in vitamin E. It's high in vitamin K2. It has tons of minerals. Liver is an amazing food. It just trumps every single food when it comes to these vital vitamins that you need to get into your body in order to repair this mess in here. So now this is the most important thing you're going to hear in this video, what I'm about to tell you right now. Eating these foods, eating nothing but liver, will do nothing. It will do absolutely nothing for your colon if you don't address the root cause of the problem. And so the root cause, the only thing that can cause all this mayhem down here and cause all this cell adaptation down here, there's this process of cell proliferation, extra gut cells are being developed here, thickening of the colon wall, ulcers, cell removal is happening down here, and this process is controlled by your brain. Everything in your body is controlled by your brain. Now let's think about this. If someone punches you in the gut, what happens? You get hit in the gut, a signal goes up to your brain, then your brain calculates all the data. Okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and it sends the signal back down to your gut, and then it takes action. Everything in your body has to go through your brain. Why in the hell is your brain destroying your colon? What is going on here? And so there's a doctor, his name is Dr. Hammer. He created something called German New Medicine, and everybody with diverticulitis, they're going to have a ring in their brain CT scan in a very specific location 100% of the time. Why should we listen to this guy? This guy had a 90% success rate with terminal cancer. Listen to this guy and not the jackoffs that, these holistic jackoffs that are telling you to avoid like dairy, baby food. They're telling you to avoid the staff of life, the body of Christ, bread, gluten. Like, it's ridiculous. Listen to this guy. He knows what he's talking about. He's mapped out every single disease in the body. Pay attention. Like, ignore all the stupid bullshit that's out there and only listen to people who know what is going on. This process all started from a conflict shock, a stressful event that caught you off guard. And for you, it has been haunting. If you have diverticulitis, this is in a very advanced stage of colitis, ulcerative colitis. You had to go through colitis first, then ulcerative colitis, and then diverticulitis. You've had this is very severe. It's been going on for a very long time, and this has to be fueled by strong emotions. Only strong emotions can make your body want to adapt this organ to that extent. It's developing extra gut cells to help you digest and absorb this hard to digest situation in your life. Maybe it was with a girl, a breakup with a spouse, going through a very long divorce process. That could take years. Buying property, remodeling a house, school, work. What is something that's been stressing you out for a very long time? This is ultimately what is causing your diverticulitis. These foods can help fuel this process. It can help. These foods are not healing. They're just giving your body raw nutrients. You can only heal when you fully come to peace with this conflict. You have to resolve the conflict. Otherwise, you're just flushing these expensive foods down the toilet. The next thing your body needs is a lot of protein. My favorite source of protein is whey protein. Don't give me that lactose intolerance bullshit. Don't give me that dairy intolerance bullshit. I know you have symptoms, but it's only because you perceive those foods as dangerous. You can tolerate baby food. That is ridiculous. You can tolerate baby food. This is easy to digest nutrients in a very easy to digest format. If you react to these foods, it is because you perceive them as dangerous somehow. Maybe when you have your first diverticulitis flare, these diverticulitis flares happen during a conflict resolution. All right, the divorce papers are signed and we can go our separate ways now. I'm going to celebrate by eating some ice cream. And that's when and now the body's like, okay, we can get rid of these extra gut cells. There comes all the diarrhea. And instead of you seeing the conflict resolution, all you see is the ice cream and dairy as your issue from now on. So whey protein is you need tons of protein to fix this mayhem right here. Starch. This requires a lot of energy. So eating like white rice and gluten and bread, all these things are very good for you if you resolve the conflict and you don't blame food. Fiber. Again, whether you want to eat fiber or don't want to eat fiber, it's up to you. But most fibrous foods, well, especially like salads and stuff, it's okay if you eat them, but they're not very nutrient dense. Whole grains are going to be a lot more nutrient dense than salads as your source from fiber. But again, you don't need to stress out about getting a certain amount of fiber. It's not the most important factor is you coming to peace with this conflict. What change do you need to make in your life to make this conflict impossible to experience? And then lastly, my favorite is dairy. If you want to go the high end, make sure you're getting whole dairy. You want the fat. You need the fat-soluble vitamins to do this healing process. You need the fat-soluble vitamins. The fat-soluble vitamins are inside the cream. Use lots of sour cream. Use lots of butter. Use lots of cream. Put cream in your coffee. Put cream in your tea, whatever it is. You want to get as much nutrients into you as possible, where you feel comfortable. Dairy is a great way to do this. Milk is great. Raw dairy is great too. But all you have to do is perceive these foods as safe, and your colon won't go haywire. The colon really doesn't do any digestion. By the time these foods get to your colon, they're no longer there's no resemblance to what these things were. It's completely, they're broken down into their elemental elements. Like it's not food anymore. It's technically poop by the time it gets to here. So the idea that these foods somehow affect your colon is absolutely ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It doesn't even look like the food anymore, have any characteristics of that food, unless it was something super spicy, and then it will come out a little bit spicy. But what you need to do right now, if you want to get your life back, imagine not worrying about your diverticulitis anymore. What would you do with all that free energy and not having to worry anymore? Spend more time with your kids, your grandkids, your friends, your family, go traveling. Yes, you can do that. But you have to get this under control. You have to understand the root cause. And in order to do that, what you need to do is go down below in the description and click on my 30-day plan. This will give you everything you need for free. It comes with a free PDF cheat sheet. You just download it, and it's one sheet of paper that has a 30-day plan on what to do to get this diverticulitis under control. It is the best diverticulitis plan because it's the only one that addresses the root cause. You follow someone else's plan, you're going to be spending tons of money on supplements you don't need. They're going to be making you afraid of foods, which is going to make your life more miserable because you can't go out to eat with your friends anymore, and you got to become this social pariah. It's just so annoying to hang out with people who are like, oh, I can't eat this, I can't eat that, oh, toxin this, fuck all that. It's just so annoying. You don't want to live that way. I used to be that way and had zero friends when I was like that because you're just so annoying to hang out with. So what you need to do is click on this 30-day plan because it's going to get you your normal life back. Maybe you don't even remember what that life is like, but you can have your best life. I gained 20, 30 pounds of healthy weight, all while eating whatever I wanted, when I understood the basics of German new medicine and the emotional root cause of my digestive issues. So go scroll down below right now and click on it now. The quality of your life, if not your life, depends on it, because people with diverticulitis, things can get dangerous fast. So go down and click on it and start getting better today, right now. Click on it.